Hi everyone, welcome to this week's reading, and this is for the week of the 15th to the 21st of August. I just apologise if you can detect that my voice sounds different. I've had a bit of a head cold, so I'm not sick or anything, I'm just at the end of the head cold, so it's just annoying. But this week I'm going to use cards from the Archangel Power Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue, and obviously before I do that I always talk about the astrology. So this week there's a lot going on with the astrology. If you follow my Facebook page, which I recommend if you're interested in astrology, following my Facebook page, because I do update on the transits, you know, the important transits when they're coming up, eclipses, full moons usually, but mostly, you know, the significant transits and how they're affecting you. I mention, you know, the different signs and who's affected and stuff like that, what to expect, how to work with the energies. This week we have few things going on. In 2 days there is a lunar eclipse in Aquarius. It's a partial eclipse, but it's a full moon. So 25 degrees of Aquarius, if you have anything around 25 degrees of a fixed sign, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio or Leo, you could be affected by this eclipse. What to expect? Relationship issues happening, so some endings and new beginnings, not necessarily the ending of a relationship, though it could be. For some people it might be the ending to a particular way of relating or a way of seeing things in relationships. So you know, it's Aquarius, which is the thinking level, and it's an air sign, so it's to do with the thought realm. And so, you know, it could be that you're thinking about what's happening in your relationship situation, how you need to change things, and there could be just fundamental changes that are triggered within you just automatically through this eclipse. So, and eclipses, you know, the influence can last at least 6 months in the future. So from now to the next 6 months you'll see the changes, and possibly beyond that. We are in eclipse season, so you know there are more coming, but September is when we'll see the next eclipse. The solar eclipse in Virgo will be September 1st, and another lunar eclipse in Pisces mid-September. So there's a lot of changing energies going on. Now, relationships are in focus at the moment, again, because at the moment we have some tension between Venus in Virgo, which is squaring with Neptune. Venus in Virgo is very idealistic about relationships in the sense that it wants things to be correct and right in relationships, and Venus is not usually very happy in Virgo because she likes to have things going right and going well. And Venus wants harmony, and Virgo is about perfection and fixing problems in relationships. So this must be something that could be going on in your life at the moment. You may feel like you need to fix issues in your relationship, or you're concerned about problems in your relationship, or if you're not in a relationship, you may be thinking about what you want in relationships and how to obtain some kind of ideal situation in relationships that is also practical, because Venus in Virgo is also very, very practical. So Venus in Virgo knows what's up. And what else was I going to say? So, you know, square Neptune. Neptune's very idealistic as well, so it's about soulmate connections, you know, spiritual contracts you have with other people. But then with Saturn, they're also being squared. Well, there's some tests happening. So it's a tense time this week. I would say emotional turbulence with this energy. And what else have we got? Venus, interestingly, Venus in Virgo is also conjunct the North Node. I'm just going to shuffle the cards as I talk about the astrology. So Venus in Virgo conjunct the North Node. Wow. So to me, what I see with that is this is a time to move forward with practical changes in relationships, to refine yourself, and there could be some refining going on, because that's what Virgo also relates to. The North Node is pushing you forward to your future in some aspect of your relationships or relating, and it could be, you know, often I say that how we relate to other people is how we relate to ourselves, so it's all interconnected. So if you're having struggles in your relationships, it's to do with, you know, also how you're dealing with your inner self. So there's that. So, but anyway, there's a forward movement, I feel, and also Saturn is direct now, so that's helping us to move forward with very practical and serious matters in our lives. The last thing I want to mention with the astrology for this week, I mean, there's other things going on, but I'm just talking about the main things. Mars in Sagittarius is coming up to conjunction with Saturn in Sagittarius. So if you have anything around 9, 10 degrees of, actually let me just check, 5 degrees actually of a mutable sign up to Yeah, 5 to 9 degrees at the moment of mutable sign. If you have anything like that in your chart, so look for Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, or Pisces in your chart around 5 to 9 degrees. You could be feeling the stress and tension at the moment because this is a bit of a volatile energy when Mars and Saturn get together. And I mentioned it last week, it's building up, and it's building up to next week, where I think next week or the week after it's getting exact, but I'll mention it again. Just be careful of arguments and difficulties in relating with other people, especially males. If you have in your natal chart your Mars, your own Mars in a difficult aspect, especially with Saturn in your own chart, then this is going to definitely be triggering for you. Anyway, so that's the astrology for this week, and let's see what cards want to come up for this week. I'm really drawn to this one here, and if you'd like a personal reading with me, just follow the links to my Etsy store below. Current turnaround time is at around up to 2 weeks roughly to get your reading back. And this one here, right. Oh wow, that's interesting and surprising. Okay, this Knight of Cups came up a couple of weeks ago. It's here again. Interesting. Alright, so let's see. The Three of... Well, look, this is pretty positive overall. The Three of Cups is a positive, happy card. And for some people, I want to say travel is indicated here. And there may be a connection with females that you know. So maybe organising some kind of get-together with female friends. And, you know, Venus in Virgo and a lot of Virgo energy at the moment. It's, you know, looking at more the feminine energies there. So, you know, women getting together, you know, that type of energy. Or getting together with females that you're close to, whether it's, you know, even female relatives or female friends, and there'll be a nice feeling of bonding and positive energy here. So yeah, so this is actually a very good card for this week, and I feel like it's almost giving advice, saying if things are a bit rough for you this week, look to where you have positive reinforcement in your life, look to where you have positive connections that can help you feel, you know, happy again if you've been feeling a bit down. It also says happy announcements regarding relationships or children. So for some people, there might be a breakthrough of some kind in a relationship situation. For some reason, I'm really drawn to this figure here, how she's looking into the pearl there. And what I want to say is for some people, they might just want some alone time. Even though this is a card of getting together, you might actually be getting together with others, but you may also get time on your own. I know that sounds like a paradox, but, you know, like if you go to a family gathering, you may enjoy the interactions with others, but you might also go outside and, you know, sit on a terrace and look at a garden and just be happy on your own. So it's almost like balancing time on your own and time with others and getting enjoyment from that. So, you know, this is a positive card of positive connections in your life and looking at what you have that's working for you that you feel grateful for. The next card is Divine Guidance, Archangel Sandalphon. The search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. Again, there's this feeling here of, you know, if you've been having a troubling week, seeking advice this week and asking for help from somebody in terms of maybe just their perspective or their opinion, or doing research about something that you want to understand in a deeper way, and gaining some wisdom and some insight through that. I feel there's quite a spiritual energy here. I'm drawn to his cloak that he's wearing, and there's a lot of rich symbolism to his spirituality and different faiths on there. And so your spirituality may be very important to you this week. So the use of prayer, affirmations, connecting with a higher source, connecting in nature is going to be really helpful to you this week, rather than just staying in your head, because the energy is very heady actually at the moment with all that Sagittarius and Virgo. So much thinking going on. It's like, yeah, breaking away from that just constant thinking. And here we have somebody coming into the picture this week, the Knight of Raphael. It's usually the Knight of Cups. It says romantic, dramatic, poetic, introspective, committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. Okay, I'm just going to see what I actually tune into from this card. Okay, what I'm actually getting with this is I'm not getting so much of it as to do with the person right at this moment, though I feel like that's probably another meaning to it. But what I am getting is it's about focusing on your passion. This is the Knight of Cups, so, you know, focusing on what makes you feel inspiration and inspired this week will actually help a lot to get through some of the difficult energies this week. So, you know, if you feel like you're struggling, look at what brings you happiness in life and do those things, you know, even though obviously at times we're really busy, but you have to make time obviously to do the things that you enjoy. If you crave being out in nature, you know, get out there, take the time to do that. If you need to get out and do exercise, you know, make time for that. Just making time for the things that make you feel good. And for some people, I do feel this is an actual person in your life that has a positive energy, though I do feel for some reason I'm getting a bit of a sadness right now. I'm feeling a sadness, so I don't know for some people or for someone in particular if there's been some issues in a relationship that have been quite hurtful, because I'm getting a heart chakra resonance of sadness and disappointment right now. So there could be someone out there or several people out there that have had some situation with a partner or a friend, or a male friend, or a romantic connection that has been a little bit in the last few days or this week a bit disappointing. So but I'm getting that there is hope and there is a chance to work on this. That's what I'm getting. So that was the reading for this week. So if you would like a personal reading from me, as I said, visit the links below, and have a really great week, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye.